Welcome, everybody. We are here for the 2024 Griff's Fantasy League Awards Show on Punishment Wheel Spin. I'm your host, Kamish. In the house tonight, we have producer Adam. We have Woody. Carolyn also here. For people who are here, keep your volume low, but I recommend turning the stream on your phones so that we can get viewers up. Just want to let you know that would be appreciated if you could do that. And I also want to make sure I'm thinking like 100% I put it not on my personal account, right? It's on the fantasy account.
It is on GGFFL16.
All right. We'll come here. Before we get to the awards, let's look at what will be the last event that we always have, the wheel spin, right? I've done a lot of experimenting with this wheel, trying to figure it out. I had it upside down today, trying to work on it so that I could spin right. Not 100% sure if it would be perfect, but it will be good enough. I know that. Our options this year. Calendar. Aaron Casper would have to put out a full 12-month calendar for the entire league, pay for one, get a whole photos, whatever he wants, do that. Flight, round-trip flight in a day. He's going to have to leave in the morning, come back, or go somewhere, come back same day. 1 day, round trip, he's going to have to go somewhere, and it's not to Dallas to hang out with Elwood and play golf. League choice, we get to pick. Half marathon. He'll have to sign up for the Buffalo Marathon and run a half marathon, 13.1 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, that sounds okay. Aaron's not one of those. He did say earlier that Ken said, hey, if you get that, that'd be great. We could do it together. I'm not sure if Casper is necessarily rooting to run a half marathon.
Ken's might make him run the whole thing.
That would be crazy. I don't know if he's going to be able to have that. That's a big body to be running that long. And then bowling, which is start to close, open to close at a bowling alley. He'll have to be there, and then he could reduce his time based on the scores. We'd have to work out some of those details, but that's the crux of it. Those are the options. There's no punishment anymore. We got rid of that last year. That's instead 2 league choices that are able to go on there so the league can decide. Before we start, any comments?
Let's see. Carolyn said hot.
Oh, thank you. Very active chat.
Chris also said super hot.
All right.
So he's competing.
We're off to a great start.
He's competing right now.
Let's look at our first slide here, right? This is the playoff.
Let's go!
Woody,
I'm in
I'll
it.
tell you what, everybody in here's in their playoffs. Carolyn's also in her playoffs in her league with 9 strangers that she doesn't know. But we are also all here. Joe got the 1 seed, edged out Adam by legitimately, 90 points or so, I think it was. He gets the 2. He's playing Garrick. He says, this is what the league has been missing. This is what the league needs. Some Z in the playoffs. That was a direct quote from Garrick. I don't know. I hadn't heard it from anybody else in the league that was what the league was missing, but apparently that's what we all need. I got the 3 seed. I'll be honest, I kind of just maneuvered my way, just kind of survived and danced my way to a 3 seed. Playing SIP, big rivalry week. I lost to him yesterday in the Sun Belt against Arkansas State as the head coach of Marshall. I'm still pretty pissed about it, I'm not going to lie. I thought about it. I watched some game film last night and a little bit early this morning. We're going to be better. Chance for revenge this week. Elwood versus Woody. Elwood, remember last year's punishment. Michael Elwood was front and center. Not here, but we saw him, and his punishment was caddy. Said he couldn't do it, so then he did McDonald's. That was, we tracked that throughout the page back in, August, September, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting display we saw there. But now he's in the playoffs. He's playing Woody. Woody not been a consistent success haver in this league.
You don't shake your head over there.
Well, let's go to the next slide because that'll kind of give us a little look, right? All-time standings. This is something that people really love because it really gets a look. I know I've had Stefan text me after this. He goes, damn, I wish I wasn't so low. Because you look at it, and there's some people that are really struggling. Playoff Z, he's dead last. He's got the worst record in the history of the league, 66-97. 4 playoff appearances, though. Casper, only 1 game better. 3 playoff appearances, somehow has won. Steckel, 2 playoff appearances. 1 of them's a championship. Gint, he's made the playoffs half the years, or just under half now, because it's 4 out of 9. This is year 9, by the way. That's actually crazy when I thought about it. 2 championships. Really, apparently you just want to be in the middle. You want to just be like 85-78 to 80-83. There's freaking 4 championships right here. You look at the top records. We only got 1 championship, and one of them was year 2 with SIP. That was back pre-PPR. What is that?
Season merchant had him.
That wasn't even 14-team league back then, too. Woody wasn't in the league. That was, these rings are a little interesting. I mean, Joe's got a good shot this year. Adam is a regular season.
He's a merchant.
He is smoking people. He's 11 games better than everybody else. But there's something missing there. So that's really the missing piece. I mean, him and Sip have both made the playoffs every year but 1 year, which is an impressive streak. Don't look now, but I am third in playoff appearances. I remember a lot of talk about how I couldn't make the playoffs, especially from this man. I know. He's got the one ring. But I do have more playoff appearances, better record now. That's starting to have to matter. I just got to get the one to catch up. Gage took a slide this year. Brandon, not a great year. This lower quadrant typically is hanging out together a lot of the time. The Christ, Woody, outside this year, Steckel, Elwood, Casper, Derek. These teams are usually at the bottom, and obviously Casper had an absolutely atrocious year.
I'm kind of shocked Gage has played that many matchups. I didn't know he's been in the league that long.
I know. Well, it's tough because then you think like, Elwood took over for Ings, but then Cole took over. Gage took over for Cole before Elwood. There was a year in between, and then there's also the bonus win, so that was like 28 versus 14. So the numbers get kind of wonky.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I was doing it, I had to like double check everything. Any comments on that?
Let's see. Luke wants a gallon of milk punishment.
I like that. The thing is, for him, it wouldn't even be a punishment. I know he can do it.
It's funny, Joe's on his girlfriend's account and he's commenting like it's him. And it's just also funny because it's not on her account.
Well, it used to be his sister account, his mom's account. It was kind of been all over for Joe.
How many championships for John?
That's what
Zero.
she said.
From Joe.
Zero.
Casper also said Milk Mile would be amazing. Would be an amazing one.
It would be, well, it would look very similar to Elwood's punishment. A lot of throwing up.
There would be some puke. There would be some puke
A
involved.
lot of things coming out. All right. Going to the awards now. Best pickup.
Woo!
All right. Best pickup award nominees. Kareem Hunt for $29 by Adam. September 18th. That's early. He was able to get a lot of RB1, RB2 kind of fringe production. 29 still. We went to, also for context, if you watch previous years, it used to be a $1,000 budget. We're down to a $100 budget. So it kind of gives some more context on some of these things. You know, that was still 29% of the budget, as opposed to years past, $290 would be the same equivalent for those people who are not great at math. Tyrone Tracy Jr. for $1 by Kamish, October 2nd. That was a great pickup. Right before I saw that, I actually picked him up, and then the next week, Singletary just magically had a groin injury. He played, he was good. I ended up trading him. Not the greatest trade I've ever had. Jonnu Smith for $11. $11 is pretty pricey, but Jonnu Smith was a stud. Got Steckel to the brink of playoffs, as we saw in the standings this week. Just missed it by, I don't know how many points. Not too many points. He can think about all the other decisions, but Jonnu Smith was a good one for him. Bo Nix for $0 by Brandon. Everybody thought he might stink. He's playing pretty well for fantasy. He can run. He throws the ball downfield to Cortland Sutton. He's been pretty good for Brandon, who was rolling Mahomes. Juwan Jennings for $8 by Adam. Garrett just dropped him in the middle of the week. Adam picked him up. It was a Saturday night. Gets to him in the middle of the night for $8. I bid $1. Pretty unfortunate because I ended up trading Josh Jacobs to get him when I could have just had him if I bet more to begin with. So that hurts a little bit, but it was a good pickup by Adam.
I did also see that Garrett did have Juwan Jennings in his lineup during the 41.3 week he had earlier in the season, and then decided to drop him 3 weeks later.
Derek roster management is interesting, but he ended up getting 14-14 there. Let's see who wins.
Should be Jonnu.
Jonnu Smith. Look at that guy. Casper, look away. That's scary. I know that could be concerning. That is a person in that mascot costume.
This
But
is
look how
Casper's
happy
punishment.
everybody is.
This is Casper's punishment already.
That might be the punishment. Actually, that should be.
That would be.
I would-
League choice? Can we make that?
League choice, you might just freestyle. Just go to a mascot festival. or
Just
something.
put me in.
That would be hilarious. But Jonnu Smith for $11. Jalen Waddle looking on like a proud father. Dude. Look at him. He looks so happy, just proud of him. And he's very excited. Jonnu Smith. Steckel. That's something for you. That's a win. Moving on. Worst pickup. Oh, there's a lot on here. There's a lot on here. Woody, you didn't even make this.
No, thank God.
Yeah. Sip dominated this category. We could have put a lot on here. Colby Parkinson, $26 by Kamish on. That was not a good bid. That was not a good bid. 26% of your budget for a tight end that was not very good. He's just not very good at football. Like, did he play a lot? Yes. That doesn't always matter. It's not a point per snap league.
A 9/11 too? Coincidence? I don't know. That's tough.
Kirk Cousins for $32 by Brandon. He stunk. I mean, the last 4 weeks, he's thrown 0 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. I mean, 32% of your budget, your full year budget for a guy who has given maybe 1 to 2 playable weeks all season is just not a good bid. Juju Smith-Schuster
Oh my
for
God.
$42 by
That's so
Sip.
bad. That's so bad.
He had the one game with 20 points right before it. He went out there, he got a couple points. Next week he gets hurt. He caught a ball last week, the first time I've heard his name in forever. We were actually sitting here watching the Sunday night game, talking about how bad a pickup it was, and then he had a catch for 12 yards. And I was like, wow, look at him. $42 is crazy. Jalen McMillan for $37 by Steckel. This was the post-Godwin injury. I understand that we had to kind of go and try to get somebody. He just hasn't done much. He had 2 touchdowns, I think, this week, but that doesn't really help us whatsoever. That's not a great bid by Steck. Audric Estime for $31 by Sep. I mean, we're looking at that. That's $73 between Juju Smith-Schuster and Audric Estime. Estime did not reach double digits this season when I was doing my research. He didn't even, I don't even think he sniffed it. I don't even think he got above 8. I mean, we were
With
looking...
Sip?
I'm saying Audric Estime. In general, the whole season, he hasn't even touched double-digit fantasy points.
Yeah, I don't know what he did with that 14 carry game. I'm not sure.
Not much. I
Yeah.
can tell you that. I think it was 14 for 60 and nothing. No catches, no touchdowns, nothing. That's like the Jersey Jerry. No dishes, nothing. Not a good bid. Amir Abdullah, $50. He did that last week for a game that really didn't matter a ton for him. I guess it mattered for seeding. He proceeded to have 0.8 points. He had a catch for -3 yards and a carry for whatever, I don't know, 5 yards, whatever it was. That's it. $50, and now he's...
$50 is crazy.
He had $75 at the end of the year, so I get that there's money to lose. Nobody else bid on him. And there was $50 from Amir Abdullah. Do you got any comments? You got any thoughts? Who do you have? What do you think?
I mean, Amir Abdullah or Juju Smith-Schuster has got to be it.
Gint wants to know where the belt's at.
Belt's upstairs in the closet. It's done. It's got your name on it. We can have that. We can show that to you. Winner. Juju Smith-Schuster. I couldn't avoid the opportunity to just kind of go at him. $42 by Sep. Horrendous pickup.
That's the picture you took? We were looking for ones where he was...
I know. I couldn't
Down
find
bad.
any on the Chiefs. I could find a lot of sad Juju pictures on the Steelers, and I thought about doing the Corvette little clip and all that, but it was too complicated to put that in there. So this is what you got. Juju, $42. Worst pickup. Best draft pick. Carolyn, what do you think's the best draft pick?
Out of these?
Yeah.
Chubba Hubba.
Jumbo Hubba, that's your guy. Saquon Barkley.
No, not really.
13th overall to Brandon. I get it. It's the first round. Almost the end of the first round, you get the number 1 player overall in fantasy. It's been a super stud. Did he trade him away? Yes. Was that a good idea? No. Terry McLaurin, 68th overall, 5th round to Tim. He's a top 10 wide receiver this year in fantasy. Tim just knew his name, so he's able to pick him. That was worked out for him because in past years I think he's had him and he's been very disappointing. That was a great pick out of Tim. Chase Brown took a chance on somebody in the Bengals backfield. Zach Moss was not it. We'll see him later on. Just a hint. We will see him in another segment. Chase Brown, 7th round pick. The last pick of the 7th round of Garrett. He's been very good. No question RB1 in the last few weeks. Brock Bowers, 8th round pick. Tight end 1 by a decent margin. I mean, other guys have played well at the tight end position, but he's been leading for a while. Big numbers. Great pick out of Joe. Chuba Hubbard is actually his name, but Chuba Hubbard is way funnier to say. The next pick, those picks were hot right there at the 8th turn. Chris, did he come close to coming in last? Yes. Did he make some good picks? Also yes. Jaden Daniels, 9th round to Ginther. Again, not really sure how he knows who Jaden Daniels is, but he did know him. He picked him. He was very good at quarterback. Darnell Mooney to Casper. Had to throw him a bone. This guy's year was so bad, and when we see the next segment, worst draft pick, Casper will dominate this segment. So we had to give him something here to give him best draft pick. Because Darnell Mooney was a good player.
Darnell Henderson.
He was a wide receiver 2 this year. And getting him in, the 9th round is a great pick. Khalil Shakir, 10th round. Didn't know if he's going to be able to do it. He's just been very consistent, getting double digits pretty much every single week that he's been healthy.
Mooney.
Best draft pick.
Mooney.
Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers. Got Joe the number 1 overall seed, the number 1 tight end. You get him in the 8th round. Guys are taking tight ends round 2, 3, 4. You get this guy in the 8th and he's better than them all. That's a huge advantage. That helped lead Joe to the 1st overall seed. Worst draft pick. These are way funnier. Just looking at them. Look how bad these are. Christian McCaffrey, number 1 overall. That pick sucked. He was hurt before the season, calf injury. I asked Gage, I was like, you worried? He thought I was just playing mind games to say, you should pass on him. To be fair, if he had passed on him, I probably would have took him at 3. But I didn't have to because Gage took him at 1 and it tanked his whole season. Ended up just being, Jordan Mason, whatever, all this, that. Not good, but you'll see later. You also had other bad picks. Travis Etienne, 18th overall to Casper. That's bad. That's not it. That's crazy. Sometimes when you look at these and you see it and you go, how did that happen? How do we look here, 18th overall player? I mean, we looked at the best draft picks, see how many people you even had mid-round. What? You can't be taking him in 18th overall. Michael Pittman Jr., first pick of the 3rd round. I mean, he had a couple weeks okay. He trusted Anthony Richardson, which I did as well. Not a great idea. It didn't really go great for Michael Pittman. He was banged up. All it really hurt Gage on top of the McCaffrey pick. Brandon Ayuk, 310 to Woody.
He got hurt.
He wasn't good before that. He had one good game.
Exploded.
Maybe. Who knows?
He wasn't playing well. He missed all camp.
He would have
Diva wide receiver. Not a good pick.
Should not win.
In connection with Deebo Samuel.
Diva's a much worse pick. He's played the whole year and he's stunk the whole year.
These are the nominees.
Can you let the man do the show? Can you let the man do the show?
This is bullshit.
Deebo Samuel, 311. This guy's been bad all year. He doesn't get enough touches, even though he has like the 5th most touches in the NFL. I don't really understand how he's been that bad. Casper doesn't either. But I think we can understand how he's been bad because that was his 2nd pick and his 3rd pick. And then we look, Christian Watson was in the 5th. I mean, I could have went 5 picks deep, the first 5 picks for Aaron Casper and said, these are the worst draft picks of the year. But we only limited to 2. I don't want to be that mean. Samir White, 5th round. He's not good. Like, out of all these players, there's at least talent. He's not good. He's just not good at playing at NFL football. Would he be good on the OP turf? Maybe. He's running back. 2-hand touch kind of makes you less effective. Is he good in the NFL level? Absolutely not. The winner. Woody, what do you think?
It's got to be Etienne. I mean, 18th overall?
Zamir White. Zamir White.
It's the 5th round.
The 5th round is... Go look at the 5th round. We saw it. Terry McLaurin's in the 5th round. There's good players still in the 5th round. This guy couldn't play. He can't play in the NFL. Travis Etienne had his case. Zamir White, winner, worst pick. We got any comments?
I mean, you're right. He's bad. He's just bad. Bad pick. I thought he was going to be good because he was good at the end of last year. Thought he was going to get a bunch of touch. He did. And he went like maybe 1 yard with every one of them. So
that's not going to do it.
No, that's not going to do it.
Any comments in the chat?
We did have one that I thought was really funny. Or maybe not. Oh, what was funny was Elwood dropped Amir Abdullah as you were talking about the worst pickups. So I got that notification. Got that notification on the screen there.
Best/worst trade. All right. Travis Kelce to Adam for Jerome Ford and Trey Tucker.
That's bad.
That's really bad. That's really bad. Trey Tucker had one game after when Devontae Adams was initially hurt, had like 17 points. I picked him up before. I ended up dropping him. I go, it's not really going to matter. Adam picks him up. Somehow that got worth Travis Kelce. I was like, I wish I would have known that before I dropped him. I thought Trey Tucker was just, a wide receiver 6 to have. Apparently that was worth Travis Kelce because Jerome Ford went out there and just had like 8 points and then got hurt. Trading for Travis Kelce. Now, was Travis Kelce the same as he was? No, but he had plenty of good weeks. The top 5 tight ends still. These 2 players are not playable, although Garrett sometimes still has to play Jerome Ford. But Trey Tucker's still on his roster, too, which is crazy.
Respect it. Respect it.
I mean, it's like, all right, I guess you could play him and maybe he catches a 50-yard touchdown. That's what we're doing.
Garrett, you just play Trey Tucker this week.
Trey McBride, Josh Downs to Brandon for Zach Moss and Jalen Tolbert. That hurts. That's a top 3 tight end. He's tight end 3 on the year. Josh Downs has been at least a flex while he's been healthy. Zach Moss was losing his job, then got hurt. Jalen Tolbert had one game that did win the week for Adam, but that was it. He hasn't done anything the whole season. Losing 2 for 1 there, that's a tough trade. That's a tough trade.
To be fair, Tolbert did win me that week.
He did.
He did. If I didn't make that trade, I would have lost that week.
Ended up not really mattering. We still would have the 2 seed.
Yeah.
David Montgomery, Pop Douglas, and Broncos D for Tyrone Tracy, Cooper Kupp, and Chargers D. Once you get the defenses involved, I know I've gone too far. I know that's not a trade that we should be making because there's no reason to just be like, all right, I need a defense. Although Broncos D's had some good weeks. Pop Douglas, this is a problem. I could have got Cedric Tillman. He's not good. Pop Douglas is not doing anything. He's getting 9 to 10 points max, and then sometimes 4. That doesn't help anybody. Monty's been good. Tracy's been very good. I didn't bet on that. I thought that he was going to kind of just be like, okay, Singletary come back and the split work. No, Tracy's been the guy. Cooper Kupp, He's been very good. Thought he might get traded. Thought he was old. Didn't get traded. Still old, but still good. Not a good trade for me. Helped Woody a lot. Helped Woody out a lot. Kareem Hunt and Taysom Hill for Ramondre Stevenson and Chris Olave. This trade could have been a lot worse. Taysom Hill, before he got hurt, was starting to become real. Kareem Hunt did have some work. Ramondre's been the most traded player in the history of fantasy football. I think he's been on, I legitimately think he's been traded 5 to 6 times this year.
So much so you spelled his name wrong.
Yep. Ramondre. And there's also an extra bullet point that there shouldn't be right there. Chris Olave. I was doing it on my phone. I do it on my phone. It's so hard to just do that. Chris Olave was playing well until his brain doesn't work anymore. So that hurts. So trade looked a lot worse. Ends up being not as bad.
First one should win. Throwing that out there.
It was a close battle between these two. It was a close battle. I had a discussion with the committee. Not just me. It wasn't just me talking to myself. I did talk to others about this. Ended up deciding Trey McBride and Josh Jones for Zach Moss and Jalen Tolbert. Jalen Tolbert, in his third year, hasn't done anything. These are also good picks. Trey McBride looks strong right there. Jalen Tolbert's dropping the ball. Feels good. That's the winner for worst.
I can't believe I made that trade.
Right after.
That
Those
is
two
so
trades
bad.
were happening legitimately within hours of each other.
I was in the bathroom at work. Garrick said, send it for Kelsey. So I did. And then I told Brandon, send it for McBride. And they just traded those players pretty much.
Are you taking a poop?
Yeah. That's where my best trades at.
That's where it happens.
Any comments worth noting? How many viewers we got?
Right now we're at 12. I think we've
12?
We've peaked at 14 at one
Holy
point.
cow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Your mother stated that she has Bowers too. Great tight end.
Her team's actually very good.
With an
It started
exclamation
out bad.
point.
Her team, she has Saquon, Lamar, Bowers. I looked at it, I was like, this is going to be a problem. I got the one seed in the family
This is
league.
going to be a problem.
I got the one seed in the family league, though. Don't
Oh,
forget
we're up to
that.
14 again.
Brandon is coming after Woody for defending Ayuk like he's not
He said he's a bad player.
AFF.
He's not a bad player.
Well, he doesn't have a leg, so
It's just 'cause
he's not even a player.
It's just because he lost a bet to him once and he thinks he sucks now. So that's
Brandon also thinks the worst draft pick should have been McCaffrey, which reasonable.
Injuries are always tough. It's tough. I like to pick on guys who just stink. I think sometimes that makes it even worse. If a guy gets hurt, whatever, it's kind of a bad luck. Although he wasn't great, McCaffrey, when he came in. I did this today because I had to figure out the voting today. The size of the name is just way too small for the size of this page. That's just what I'll have. The screen is huge and the names are small. We'll work on that for next year. It's the first time we're doing the best power rankings of the year nominees. All these people, it went, I won't tell you how it went. There were 3 votes for one, 2 votes for another, 2 votes for another. Very close. Then there were 2 stray votes that I don't really know what people were doing. They were just kind of throwing out there. I think so. That ends up being 5, 7, 9 votes total. Out of 14.
wow.
I told Adam over under 5. I was going to get back.
Hit the over.
Did I have to send multiple reminders in different chats? Yes. Did that actually cause the votes? I think it did. But we were able to get there. Best Power Rankings of the Year nominee and cash prize. There's a cash prize coming from a second place pot. Luckily, not my pocket. Michael Ginther. Oh, I hit a
Whoa!
YouTube.
Whoa!
Thank God only this opened up.
Jamie Foxx!
This is actually
Jamie Foxx won the power rankings?
this is from the bad beat from 2 years ago. Look at this. Look how bad of a beat this is. That ends up being Devontae Smith fumble for negative 10 yards that lost Chris the bonus win.
Yeah, we want defense in this league.
Somehow that's still hard coded into this slide.
You got it. You got it on the picture, I think. You got it on the link.
But I put this picture new into
I don't
it.
know. The link still exists.
Either way, that's in. And now, oh, okay. All right, we're good. That fixed itself.
And
that was fun.
Shaq Lawson. Big Shaq Lawson.
I didn't know what was going on. It was perfect. There was misspellings. There was random references. Things that I didn't even know he knew. It was funny. Also, for note, there was no bad beat of the year this year. I had discussions with people. I'll be honest, didn't really have a ton. Wasn't going to just come up. I'm not going to do it to the people. I'm not going to go to the people and give you a category just to give you a category, all right? We're going to give you something that actually makes sense, that people earned and deserved. There was no winner this year. No bad beat. What you got was a throwback to 2 years ago, which was a really, really bad beat. Throwback, bad beat of the year, playoffs last year, me. GM of the year. This is the biggest title in the league. I think bigger than the belt for some. Maybe just one guy.
100%.
Maybe just one guy. All right. GM of the year nominees. Joe Perez. number 1 seed, 21-7 record. He said he's missed the playoffs since 2019. Before that, he said, screenshot statement in the group chat, I will never miss the playoffs in this league. He then went on to miss it 4 straight years. That's hilarious. He's back, though. He's back. He had a great draft. I remember after it got done, I literally texted him. I said, not asking for any trades. I was like, damn, that was the team that I actually thought I was going to get. Because he took the 6th pick, which I'd been mocking the whole year. A lot of Bijan Achane stacks that I had. I ended up getting 3rd, changed the strategy, changes who's there. He did a great job. He executed his strategy. He even lost Rashee Rice, who was going to be a wide receiver 1, easily. Didn't even matter. Just kept moving. He makes a trade. He trades Bucky Irving, who was a depth running back for him. Gets Ladd McConkey. Takes his team to another level. He's done a great job. He earned that number 1 seed. Adam, 21-7 record. We saw he drafted Zamir White. He had Devontae Adams out for a bit. Keenan Allen wasn't doing anything for a while. There were guys here and there. What's Adam going to do? He's going to trade his way out of it. That we know is going to happen. He makes a great trade for Kelsey. He makes a bad trade for McBride, but still found his way to getting to 21-7. He takes a chance on Pickens over A.J. Brown. Now A.J. Brown wants to fight his quarterback, his former friend that he doesn't like anymore, but doesn't care if they're winning, but he doesn't want to play with them anymore. It's a good pick out of Pickens. He is hurt, which is tough, but can't really predict injuries. 21-7 for Adam to right the ship. Woody, 16-12.
Big award.
Takes his guy, Josh, in the 2nd round this year. He waits all the way to the 2nd round. Takes Garrett Wilson the 1st, who really wasn't even a good pick in the 1st round. It was okay, but not in the 1st round. Playoffs for the 3rd time ever. This guy perennially out of the playoffs. More likely to compete for last than 1st. Makes the playoffs on the back of Josh, throwing touchdowns to himself, putting up the greatest quarterback fantasy performance we've ever seen in the history of fantasy football.
100%.
That's having faith in your guy. That earns you, adding Kupp, also that trade that we talked about earlier, that was a good move out of him. That earns you a spot as a nominee for the GM of the Year and give you a chance to award.
Trust your guys.
Zach Garrick. I'll be honest. I didn't care what his record was going to be. He was going to be a nominee. I was going to put, if he could have been 0-28, I would have put him as a nominee.
He's 14-4.
14-4? I don't know how I missed that.
Dang.
14-14, just to let you know. He went 14-14. He's the last team to qualify. Literally Monday night. Joe Burrow to Chase Brown touchdown, that was basically the game ender right there. Got him in the playoffs. But Z in the playoffs is what this league needed. That is a direct quote from Garrick. Playoff Z made one of the worst trades of the year. Wild valuation at the time, but stuck with his guys, and he's back on his fantasy grind, as he also would say. He has great quotes, I will say. He is an asset to the league.
He does have some
sure.
pinnable quotes in the group chat,
Yeah,
I will say.
Yeah, one you just say, I'm like, what is this guy doing? You text him, hey, what do you think about this guy for a trade? No, I hate that. How about this guy? All right, I like that way better. I'm not sure how we get there. We somehow try to get there. If we don't, we don't. We do. I enjoy it.
Before you announce, Chris would like some recognition. He said he had a hell of a second half. He's not even considered for GM of the Year.
Chris, you came in second to last. I'm not really sure how you could ever be. You won GM of the Year last year. So
We're getting greedy at this point.
saying you should be nominated for having the 2nd worst record in the entire league is insane.
Put the St. Peter's coach as coach of the year.
Yeah, but again, he was coming from a year where he finished 1st in the regular season. Like, if you're going from being 1st in the regular season and actually go 2nd to last, how is that the year you're going to get nominated for GM of the Year? That makes no sense. I appreciate the comment, though. Winner. Joe Perez, maybe the worst quality image I've ever seen on this screen. Not even sure how it looked that bad. I did on my phone. It did not look that bad. That looks terrible. That is Joe Perez, though, if you can't tell. I was looking for pictures. I found one of him base running, doing our 3rd base lead like this. I was trying to get in. It wouldn't let me put it on there. But we got settled for this, and this looks terrible. 21-7 record, regular season champ. First time in the playoffs since 2019. One of the best drafts we've seen in recent years. We've said that's been said in the chat, and I agree. And the one trade he made was the Ladd McConkey to Bucky Irving. He knew when to strike, made the deal that was right for his team. We had talks when I was talking to Woody about Cooper Kupp, trading him or Brian Thomas Jr. We had talked about trading Achane and all that. He said, no, I'm going to hold. Ended up holding. It's worked out great for Joe. Any other comments?
Joe's honored, but he's not done yet.
Hey, is part of this trying to gas Joe up so much that it makes it seem like he can't lose? I didn't say it. I did say it. Now it's time. for the wheel. This picture was taken, I don't know, 3 o'clock this afternoon, just shy of 3 o'clock. Right out here, right in this hallway right here. Look at that beautiful wheel. It's a little dusty. I'll break some news. This may be the last year for this wheel. It may be getting to the time where we have to purchase a new wheel. This thing has moved way more times than it should. I look at it, and honestly, I'll give you a little thing. I've been spinning this wheel trying to get a good feel. If I press down on it, it spins so much better. But I can't do that because then I'll just get called rig. I can't do that. So what I have to do instead is let it happen. It'll hit the thing. It'll be a little wobbly. The wheel's not perfect anymore, but it's good enough. It will get to a spot. It will not go to the same spot every time. I've spun this. Carolyn, you can attest. I've spun this a lot.
Yes.
I've spun this. I've worked on this. I've made sure that this won't be guaranteed going to a certain place. Predictions. Chat predictions. Woody, what do you think it lands on?
League choice.
Adam.
I think it goes flight.
Carolyn.
Half marathon.
Casper's hoping no whammies.
No whammies.
Big bucks, no whammy.
I'm going to say it goes to calendar. Calendar's my thought. I'll be honest, there was no pattern. So
Brandon thinks bowling. Steckel thinks calendar. Sip thinks flight. I almost read that as fight. I did not think.
we all have to fight it.
League choice.
League choice.
That would be everybody gang fight.
What else would be crazy? The league choice is just like wild card. You owe us $1,000. League choice. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready for the spin? What's our viewership right now? What do we got?
We're at 15. We were at 16 a second ago.
It is time for the wheel.
Here we go.
One spin. Here we go.
Oh my god. It's happening. It's spinning.
Half marathon!
Whoa! We're running!
Let's go.
Put your running shoes on. That's a big man run. These aren't running shoes. This is called work from home casual. All right, you gotta go with the flop with the dress socks. That's not what you're gonna want to wear when you run the half marathon. You and Ken's sign it up. Hey, look, we got people who have run a half marathon and a full marathon. Carolyn, thoughts?
Full marathon.
Do the full?
No.
You should do the full. Adam, you've been running. What do you think? Half. What do you think? Can he do it?
Yeah, if he puts his mind to it,
He'll
yeah.
work hard. He did say, he's like, I'm going to get half marathon and I'm going to go so hard at it. Like, I'm going to work very hard to be good at it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
She's dancing in Wegmans, you just said.
I want this one. I want this one. This is great for me. Because now we all are going to the marathon.
Oh my gosh,
We're
yeah.
going to be there. We're going to track you. We're going to be going. We're going to be encouraging you. That's the nice part, right? Like
I might
now-
run part of it with him.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I tried tracking Carol doing the marathon. I felt like I'm doing the half. I was sweating. I was sweating more than her, legitimately. Just kind of going around. It was humid that day. It's gonna be a blast. Half marathon. All the boys will be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo half marathon. Aaron Casper and potentially Ken's as well running with them. This is gonna be a great punch. This is a great punch. I'm very excited. It's honestly so good. We may have to recycle that one. Just have that on.
Yeah, put it back on there.
Yeah. Wow.
This is
What's
so
the
much
chat?
better than bowling.
Oh, the bowling was
Let's
good.
see.
The bowling I was worried
Did we
about.
get rid of that bowling one next year?
Steckel said, "Start running, buddy." Joe wants to know, this guy got slippers on?
I got my flops. I always got the flops on. That's what we do.
Let's see.
Well,
Steckel said it will be good BF, GF bonding time. Brandon wants to know an over-under on time. I think we might have to get some action on that one, too.
yeah, 100%. There's going to have to be some
got
time.
time.
We also are very far away from training, I
Yeah.
think now. the good
Casper's
news-
already sweating, according to him.
There's
so.
a lot of time. It's only December. It's not until sometime right near Memorial Day, right? It's like the last
end
weekend
of
of May.
May.
End of May. Like 6 months to train. For half marathon, very doable.
Oh, easy.
Very doable. Easy might be a different word, but doable for sure.
Easy training.
What's the max? I think you can only run it in 3.5, right? Because the max of the marathon.
3.5.
What's the max of the marathon? 6 or
I
7?
think it might be 6. I'm not sure.
We'll do some research. We'll determine what the
Aaron
max.
will do
3 is
it.
fine. 3 will do it.
Aaron
It'll do
will
it
be
in
good.
3. Easy.
Well, I'm just saying if we got to walk it at some point. Or
Oh, yeah, no, that'll probably... Nah, Aaron, he's
He
going
can
to train.
train.
He's going to train.
What
I'm going
if
to...
he
Listen,
just becomes an amazing runner.
I'm going to get Aaron on the treadmill at the gym.
He's
You know,
gonna get
that's
that
what we're going
runner's
to do.
high. He's gonna get that feeling. I mean, you guys know a little runner's high, right?
I've never gotten that, so I don't know.
I have
Never gotten that in my
I
life.
don't know at all. Good luck.
Running sucks.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Great award show. Great comments. Appreciate the viewers. 15 up to 16 viewers, I heard at one point.
I think Sip's at 17 at some point.
17.
I wasn't logged in there.
Phenomenal turn.
Oh, Tim joined.
Click, but yeah.
Tim joined.
Tim
I didn't even
joined.
know he was still on Instagram. Is he in Austria? What time is it? Where is
He might still be in
He
Vienna.
might be who knows where. It might be 6 a.m. the next day.
He's in Prague.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Woody, Carolyn, for being here. Adam, for producing. Thank you to the chat. We'll see how this playoffs goes. We start tonight. Playoff matchups. We'll update, throughout the weeks to see how it's going. Hype video once we get the championship, all that. You know what time it is. Thank you. See ya.